So, good day, class. So, we are now on HTML lesson 2. And here are the ILO, or the intended learning outcomes. First is to identify different HTML markup tags, write the correct HTML syntax for the given HTML elements, demonstration or demonstrate on the basic structure of an HTML document using Notepad++, Sublime, or a code in mobile application. So HTML. So when we say HTML, what does it mean? That is, or it stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is used to create a web page. HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, describes the structure of a web page. HTML consists of a series of elements, and here is the history of the HTML. And starting on it's first published by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991. HTML2 was released in 1995. HTML version 3.2 was released on 1997, 4.01 on 1999, HTML 1.0 on 2000, XHTML 2.0 from 2002 to 2009, and the HTML5 on 2012. So, after HTML 4.01 was released, it focuses on a shift to XHTML and its stricter standards. Okay, so pag meron ng H dito, meaning that's updated. Rather than this one from the it's first published, or 1.0 to 4.01. So XHTML 2.0 has been stricter standards than 1.0, rejecting web pages that did not comply, and it fell out of favor gradually and was abandoned completely in 2009. HTML5 is much more tolerant and can handle markup from all the prior versions. And this one, HTML5 through HTML5 was published. Although HTML5 was published officially in 2012, it has been in development since 2004. Okay, let's proceed. So when we say HTML5, what is it? So HTML5 is the newest version of HTML, and it incorporates all features from earlier versions of HTML, okay, including the stricter XHTML. So it adds a diverse set of new tools for the web developer to use. And this one is the icon of HTML5. On the World Wide Web, or W3, okay, World Wide Web, or the WWW, or W3, is commonly known as the web, a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed via the internet. So here are the HTML tools, and there are two HTML. First one is the HTML editor. It is a program that one uses to create and save HTML documents. So under this are text-based or code-based. This one, the Notepad, Notepad++, Sublime, and Apache NetBeans IDE. And this one, what you see is what you get, or WYS, IWYG, pronounced as WYSIWYG. Okay, so that includes the Wix, the Web.com, the Weebly, the Strikingly, the WordPress, and also the Google site. So example of textual website builder is this one. So this is just an example where all programmers may know this one. So here is on the HTML a text format, still on the HTML, and also with the JavaScript if else, do, while, for I switch function. So they are all in one with this textual builder, website builder. Okay, so example of the WYSIWYG website builder. Okay, it's just like this one. So you can just drag and drop, no need to code, but just drag and drop. Okay, next. So let's proceed first on the HTML tools. There are two tools of HTML. Kanina yung text editor, and this one is the web browser. It is a program that one uses to view and test the HTML documents. So included ang Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and Safari. So first look at HTML5. So XHTML had a doc-type declaration of just like this. So masyado mataas. Rather than HTML5, there is just one possible doc-type declaration, and it is simpler. So the declaration for the document type of HTML5 is just this one. Okay, so less than, then exclamation mark, doc type, space HTML, then greater than symbol. It is just 15 characters all in all. So simple HTML document will start with this document type or the doc type declaration, and then followed by the HTML head. Inside the head class is the title. So you can edit your own title here. You can select or what title is best fit for your web page. Okay, next, on the body. So here is an example of a simple HTML document body. So meron siyang H1, my first heading, and the P, or my first paragraph. Okay, and close the body with the end tag, and so with the HTML. Okay, so some basic of HTML5. So document HTML head, the title, the head. So close the head, do not forget to close it. Then start with the body, start tag, H1P, and the body, close it, and so with the HTML. The doc type declaration defines the document type to be HTML, and the text between this one, the start tag of the HTML, and the closing tag or the end tag describes the HTML document. So this one up to this one. Okay, next. The text between head and this end tag of head provides information about the document. The text within title provides the title for the document, and the text within body describes the visible page content. So yung nakikita talaga natin nandito talaga sa body. The text within H1 and close H1 describes the heading, and the P describes the paragraph. So save the HTML page. So using this one, save as. Say for example, you are using the Notepad++. So file name, you can have your own file name here, from here to here. Just make sure that the file extension should be .html. Then save as, types still on text. Then click save. Viewing the HTML web page. So this one, the code for this one is this one. Okay, the declaration type, doc type HTML. Then the head, the enclosed the head is your title, and then your body, my first heading, my first paragraph, and enclosed it one. Web browsers, you can also try any web browsers. The purpose of web browser, Chrome, IE, or Internet Explorer, Firefox Safari is to read HTML documents and to display them. The browser does not display the HTML tags but uses them to determine how to display the document. HTML page structure. So, lagi pa nating tatandaan na dapat meron talagang start tag and an end tag. And so with the head, enclose the head is the title and the body should be just like this. Okay, so my body dito na start tag and the end tag. Okay, so with the H1 P and another P. Then only the body area, the white area, is displayed by the browser. So lahat na dito madi-display sa ating browser. So ito is just like the framework. Okay, some common HTML tags and their meanings. So P, that creates a paragraph. BR, then this one and close, adds a line break. Okay, meaning line break. HR separates sections with a horizontal rule, and H1 displays a heading from H1 to H6. So that one inserts a comment. So hindi po yun nakikita sa ating website if atin ang i-run. So it is just a comment. Okay, on your coding. So OL creates an ordered list and UL creates an unordered list. The IMG inserts an image into the document. The A inserts a link into the document. So line break example. So if this one is our output, then the code should be record muna natin yung HTML na head and title. Let's proceed with the body. So under the body should be maybe like this. P, then BR, then BR again. Should study for exam 1 BR. It will be good for you. Then close the P or the end tag. So this is the output, or this should be the output. Okay, next. So this one, what is the code for that one? Should be P or the paragraph. Then how to code this one? This line here, the horizontal line. Okay, you should write there the HR, then that forward slash, and then greater than sign, a symbol. Okay, and then another paragraph. After the exam, you learn a JavaScript. It should be fun. Then close it. So this is its output. Okay, next, heading example. So this is heading 1. Notice the changes. Heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, 5, and 6. So, paliit ng paliit yung habang lumalaki yung number, palit naman yung font size niya. Okay, image example. So, we will have this tag, the IMG, then SRC, meaning the source. IMG space SRC, or the source of the picture that we are going to insert. And this one, enclosed by this caret single quote, is the picture file name, or the file name of the picture that you want to insert. Then the alt 4, then when you hover the photo, then this will displayed. Then the width of our photo and the height, then close it using this one. So just like this. So this is our output. Text alignment. The value should be left, right, center. Description, the text will align to the left, the text will align to the right, and the text will align to center. If we will include this one in our code. So center, then it will align center also. Right, then right. Left, align will also for the left. Okay, so how to view the HTML source code? So say for example, we have here the first HTML that we are going to discuss. Say for example, this one. Okay, and then to view the code of this one, you just have to right click and then view page source or control U. And all the HTML tags and your code has been shown here in our line wrap. Okay, so lahat na ito is, these are all composed with this one. So, and just like that, here is the link. Let's try to click that link. So, still on the YouTube. So, it was linked on the
Another
YouTube.
summer day has come and gone away.
Okay. So, next, we'll proceed to the lesson 3 of HTML. Okay, so let's have this one. The HTML elements attributes, headings, paragraphs, and list. So HTML elements, the HTML element is everything from start tag to the end tag. So the tag name, and it should be enclosed with this less than and greater than symbol. Then contents goes here, or content goes here. Then close it with your same tag name. Then use this forward slash. And then examples of HTML elements are this H1 and the P. So start tag, H1, then element content, my first heading, and the end tag. So start tag P, this one, my first paragraph, then close it. BR, then there's no end tag and element content for that one. Okay, that is just a break line. Okay, nested HTML elements. The following example contains 4 HTML elements, the HTML body, H1, and P. So say for example this one. So HTML body, H1, P, close body, and close HTML, or the end tag. So never skip the end tag, of course. HTML, the end tag for this one is this one, and then the body, and close the body too with its end tag. Okay, what's missing here is the P. So walang P na nakalagay. Okay, so let's proceed with the empty HTML elements. This is a paragraph with a line break. So BR tag defines the line break, and it is an empty element without a closing tag. Okay, it is an example of empty element BR because it has been known as, it can be used without a closing tag or end tag. So this is a paragraph with a line break. So this is A, then BR, the paragraph with a line break. So that's why na meron pang space dito, then it proceeds na ando na siya sa, or nakarap yung text ay paragraph natin because may BR dito sa gitna. HTML tag reference. So HTML defines the root of an HTML document. The body defines the document's body, and H1 to H6 defines the HTML headings. The HTML attributes. All HTML elements can have attributes. So lahat po. Attributes provide additional information about elements, and they are always specified with a start tag. Attributes usually come in name value pairs like name equals then the value, quote and double quote. The href attribute or the A tag defines the hyperlink. The href attribute specifies that the URL of the page the link goes to. Again, the A tag defines the hyperlink and the href specifies the URL. Okay, so example, ahref equals quote double quote https colon / double / w3.w3schools.com then double quote close or the greater than sign symbol, then visit view schools, W3 schools, then close it. Close the A only because that is the tag for hyperlink. The SRC attribute. Okay, SRC attribute or the source. The image or IMG tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The SRC attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. Example, okay, this one image source equals the value, the image underscore girl.jpg. Okay, meaning this is the file name of the picture. Absolute URL. So source https w3 schools then image girl.jpg. So absolute. Relative SRC. So di mo alam yung link niya talaga, but this one is viewed as relative URL. Okay, the images and the image girl.jpg. The width and the height attributes. The image tag should also contain the width and the height attributes, which specify the width and the height of an image in pixels. Example, image source that equals the value, the width 500 and the height 600. The alt attribute. Okay, example of the alt attribute is this one, the image source img.jpg, the alt, or when you hover that certain picture photo, then this one will be displayed, girl with a jacket. Okay, next, the style attribute. Style attribute is used to add styles to an element such as the color, font size, and more. Example, the P style equals the value color, then colon red, then this one, the semicolon, then close. This is a red paragraph. The title attribute. The title attribute defines some extra information about the element. So P or the paragraph title. So equals the value, I'm a tooltip, and this is a paragraph. HTML headings. So same as what you have mentioned a while ago, that the headings are from H1 to H6 tags. So H1 is the most important heading or pinaka-importante talaga among the 6. H6 defines the least important heading. Example is this one and its output is this one. Okay, proceed with the bigger headings. Each HTML heading has a default size. However, you can specify the size for any heading with the style attribute using CSS font size property. Example, the H1 style equals the font size, then colon 60 pixels, then semicolon, heading 1. Then, close heading 1. So, pwede rin na kayo ang specify ng size of your heading. HTML links. HTML tag defines the hyperlink. It is the following syntax, the ahref, and enclose or the value should be the URL or saan nyo nilagay, or it could be a link to to Google and just like that. Then link text. Then this one, the HTML links use as an image as a link. Use an image as a link. To tag an image as a link, just put the img tag inside the a tag. Okay, ahref default that ASP. Then inside the ahref is the img source smiley.gif alt HTML tutorial style width and the value of or how much or how how big is your image, and so with the height also. Then close the a tag and then link to an email address. Use mail to inside the href attribute to create a link that opens the user's email program to let them send a new email. The ahref mail to, then colon someone at example.com, then send email, then close it. Button as a link. To use an HTML button as a link, you have to add some JavaScript script code. JavaScript allows you to specify what happens at a certain events, just like as a click of a button. So button on click is equal to the value document.location equals the default ASP, then close HTML tutorial, then close it that certain button. Link titles. The title attribute specifies extra information about an element, and the information is most often shown as a tooltip text when the mouse moves over the element. The href is this one, or the hyperlink. Then the title, go to View School's HTML section, visit our HTML tutorial. So, on our website kasi ito lang yung makikita natin. Then, all this blue and red are just code and they won't be seen along with your codes. HTML list allows you or allows developers to group a set of related items in the list, such as this one. Example, an unordered HTML list and an unordered HTML list. So, unordered meaning nakabullet lang, and then ordered, so meron talagang numeric value. Unordered list, HTML list, unordered list starts with the UL tag. Each list item starts with LI tag. Example, so UL and then the LI should be inside, then close it. So the output should be just like this. Ito, itong tatlo, coffee, tea, and milk. While the ordered list starts with an OL tag and each list item starts with LI. Okay, example, OL, LI. Okay, and this is the output. So, numeric pasunod. Okay, HTML description list or the DL tag defines the description list. The DT tag defines the term or the name, and the DD tag describes each term. Example, DL, then inside the DL is the DT, and inside the DT is the DD or its data. By the way, this is the output of our code. So coffee and its data. Okay. And also this one, the term and its data also. Okay, let's proceed with the HTML list tags. We have here the UL defines the unordered list, OL, ordered list, LI, the list item, DL, description list, DT, description list, or the term in a description list, DD, the term in the description list, still, but on inside, inner. Okay. DT again defines a term, but DD describes the term. Background color. The CSS background color property defines the background color for an HTML element. Example, set the background color for a web page to violet. So how do we set the color? So body, inside the body, do not close it yet. I include this one, the style. So body style na siya, and then equals, then the value. So background dash color, colon violet, then semicolon, then close it, H1, then P. So that's it. Ang lalabas ay yung violet na background color. Set background color for two different elements, the body, the H1 style, and the P style. So same sila na background color. If what color do you want? Sky blue, powder blue, tomato, red, orange, ganyan. So depende na yan sa developer. And of course, your design. So chapter summary, use A element to define a link. Use the href attribute to define the link address. Use the target attribute to define where to open the link document. Use the img element inside the A to use an image as a link, and use mail to scheme inside the href attribute to create a link that opens the user's email program. So that would be all for this session. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening.